bottle ready to go, so I'm sure he won't feel too pressured.
Zai's going to have to turn his hot start into something. He's about to grab a mech of his own, meaning I think Arteezy goes for either a really quick BKB. An S&Y is probably decent here in this scenario too, if he doesn't want to go for the really fast BKB. A Yules isn't a bad choice.
Puppey gets spotted out by Lil. Kuro and S4 are still here though, so VP, and unless they really feel confident about bursting down one hero with a combination of Fissure, Silence, right clicks, and the Visage nuke to finish things off, but it seems like it would just be better for them to sit back and get their level 6s at this point.
Yeah, and after everything that happened in this bottom lane, this game is surprisingly incredibly close as G and the Drow Ranger just trail the Shadow Fiend. You expect the Shadow Fiend to be this far ahead in net worth, and that means the other lanes really had to go better for Secret, and this mid lane, obviously that gank into that dive at bottom wasn't great, and Zai hasn't been able to do too much after that either.
Puppey's got to stay relatively close. He does have the level 2 Shallow Grave, but at any point they could actually Fissure, Silence, and maybe catch S4 out, but he's actually coming in with his Invis rune. Waiting for that opportunity for a good Sonic Wave initiation. There's still a lot of room, though, for Virtus Pro in the top lane. They haven't actually seen anybody for quite some time, and that's because Arteezy is doing a full-time jungle. FNG has had a lot of opportunity to get those levels and gold that he really needs as a support Lina to still be a factor. As you said last game, you kind of want that Lina by about 35 minutes to start performing a little bit more of a core role.
Yeah, you don't want her to just stay really poor, and so they prioritize getting the level 6 on her really quickly.
DK Phobos doesn't have a TP, but he's already into the trees, so S4 can't make that jump. Instead, they're going to go for this tier 1 tower. It's joined now by Lil. They may be able to push back. Never mind. There's no glyph whatsoever, so the tower is going to fall. No attempt at a deny either. Virtus Pro playing it a lot more cautiously.
There's just not enough heroes ready for VP, and DK Phobos isn't level 6. He doesn't have enough farm. There's no way they want to continue to contest that. And FNG, he's just going to push that top lane out, force somebody to come back, and force Arteezy to show himself. Like, they're just playing for the information game at this point. They don't really want to get into a straight fight with Secret with the heroes that they have. Like, the Drow isn't going to really come to a fight just yet. Even if she TPs in, she doesn't have a reliable disable. The slow is okay, but it's not something you want to initiate with.
Right. Why do you think Illidan on his Drow Ranger chose to only go for one ring of the kills? Oftentimes when we see Drow Rangers, especially with early game pressure, they go for multiple Wraith Bands, similar to the same vein that Super did with his mid sniper.
I think he just felt that he could get away with it, and I mean it was very clear that he could, especially after they pick up the kill on the Queen of Pain. You can just build